And yeah, let's kick this off. So we have the very first match of the RPG Brawl, and yeah, I'm very hyped to get things started. We have Xilux, SiiDZeR, Ferry, and Sushi, who are
Sushi,
battling.
yeah.
Yeah. So that is very exciting. Obviously, we have the very first seed, which is Ferry, versus the last seed, I think, which is Xilux. And yeah, basically how it works is people will have to ban maps, which is starting now actually. So there are 7 maps, and they will have to, you know, ban 1 map each, and then we be left with 3 maps, which is the map pool for this match. So the first ban is from Xilux. So let's see what is gonna ban actually. He's taking his time. Ooh, he banned Fortune of the Dawn.
Fortune of the Dawn.
Yes. Very interesting. It's like we don't really have much basis on because it's the very first match. So we don't really know what's the preference of a lot of players and what maps are more likely to get played and stuff. So it's cool to learn that right now. And the second map, Heap of Despair, getting banned by Sushi as well. And Pyramid of Al Gabir getting banned by SiiDZeR. Let's see what Ferry is banning. He has the privilege that he can basically choose the map pool now. Banning the last map.
He also said that he doesn't really care. Like he said to me he was gonna be full unpredictable.
Yeah, true.
He basically has the WR on each map, so it doesn't really matter which one he bans.
Yeah, it looks like we got a sick map pool though. We have Hex, Layali, and Anoyo Konoyo. So that's I think those are actually my 3 favorite maps. Like the last one, it sucks though. But that is awesome, man. Alright, so now I can show you guys something that I prepared. We have Hexagonia. So let's take a look at the qualifier times by all the players. So I wrote down the top 16 of all maps. So we can take a look at the times as well as the WRs. So we obviously have the WR being set by Ferry with a 3.47.6. That is actually the qualifier time as well. So yeah, Ferry obviously, I would say he has a disadvantage on this map, but he has all WRs on every map, so that is something. Wait, oh, we're actually going to Anoyo Konoyo. My bad.
Yeah, it's like it shows which maps are being played, but then it shuffles them.
Ah, I see.
So you don't know until it actually says this is the order.
So it's completely random.
It is completely random, yes, as it should be.
Cool, cool. Yeah, that's very cool. So yeah, we have Anoyo Konoyo by ya boy, ya boy. But
are we already starting?
Yes, it's the warm up right now.
I need about a few minutes.
Yeah, don't worry.
Get back to the server, so.
Yeah, don't worry. You can I can kick it off and you can join whenever you're ready. No worries.
I guess that's the nice thing about having a duo cast.
Exactly. Yeah.
It saves your voice. And
exactly.
Things like this.
Yeah. So we have a new WR being set, a quite fresh WR being set by Ferry with a 309.7. So yeah, let's go to the match, to the warm up. See this player warm up. We have 1 warm up per map, and once we get into the second rotation, there is no warm up anymore. So players get straight into it. Let's take a quick look at Ferry at the warm up. So yeah, I would say my predictions for this match. Yeah, we're pretty early into the tournament, so we're probably not gonna have the closest matches, and people also need to like feel the maps and stuff. But you know, I hope to be proven wrong and get a close match anyways. So Ferry, I think, is gonna win. He's the first seed. He has all the WRs. You know, he's Ferry. What can I say? Ooh, he did get a small bug there though. And it's actually interesting who is gonna take the second place though. I think that is a bit more up for grabs in this match. I think Xilux, being the very last seed, is gonna have a very tough match, but it is a match where he can prove himself, and he has been practicing actually quite a lot in rounds.
He has also done. He's the only player here that has done the match already this year. He's played in the Mapper Show match, I guess. So
exactly, yeah, that's also true. Yeah, and I also saw him practice tons of rounds actually in yesterday and the day before as well. Okay. Maybe.
I mean, good focus from him.
Yeah.
I don't actually know. Like, I think Ferry as first is a quite clear prediction. But then after, I would say SiiDZeR has a good chance, but Xilux and Sushi could definitely give him a run for his money.
Exactly, Sushi is not too bad of a player as well. And obviously SiiDZeR can drive pretty fast. But it's all, I think it's all about the preparation, to be honest. How practiced are you? How consistent can you drive? And that is ultimately what's going to decide this match, I think. Chaos Hand, a bit of boldest statement of the year, saying SiiDZeR, then Ferry, then Sushi, then Xilux. Okay.
Surely. Who knows? Maybe.
Would be a poggers match, but let's see about that. So players are nearing the finish, and we're about to get underway with the first match, the first round, the first map. Are you guys excited in the chat? Who are you rooting for? Yo, Bullet, thanks. Alright, good luck to all the players. Let's get this underway. So, starting off on SiiDZeR, let's see how he does this start actually. You can win or lose a bit of time here. You really don't want to crash because it's quite a long respawn. We see Ferry actually all the way in the back, which is highly unexpected. Already he's gaining some time, and I think this is a perfect display of seeing how fast Ferry can be in this start as he zooms by all the players who are making mistakes left, right and center. SiiDZeR having to respawn, the rest luckily don't have to go for the respawn, but yeah, already Ferry is gaining so much. Let's put the camera on Xilux, as he's pretty close, battling with Sushi. Sushi losing a bit of time in this section, and yeah. Oh, Sushi tapping there. Here you want to do like a really high. Ooh, Xilux not showing how it's done in the fast way.
Yeah, I mean, we definitely see Ferry taking a big lead already, not getting that part the cleanest, but he's already clear, and if he doesn't make a mistake, he's already clearly first.
Yes.
But SiiDZeR actually in last for now, still only about 2 seconds behind the number 2.
Yeah, that is nothing he can't make up for sure. That's just a small mistake from someone he can potentially capitalize on.
Exactly, yeah.
Both players, all the players making the slightly tricky jump there.
How does it feel to see players playing on your own map here? Is it how you envisioned the map to look like?
Yeah, I think normally I don't really build my maps too much with hunting in mind, but this map was really one of the first where I really heavily focused on consistency and actually building it for like a tournament in mind. So
Yeah.
This is quite how I envisioned it, I would say, but I didn't realize Ferry would be able to drive that fast on it. That I have to admit.
I mean, does anyone ever realize Ferry is that fast? He's already like he's more than a checkpoint ahead.
True, yeah. Oh, Sushi making a mistake. He didn't have to respawn, but he had to drive backwards, losing quite a lot of time. So he's now 2 seconds behind. We have a tricky jump as well. Everyone making it just fine. And Sushi...
Still, they can see each other though. Like Sushi sees Xilux and Xilux sees SiiDZeR in the distance. So
exactly, and we have the last part of this map coming up, which is quite tricky, where you can gain or lose a lot of time, I think. And I have the camera on Sushi. Let's see if anyone's gonna make a mistake. Obviously, Ferry almost nearing the finish, and we see SiiDZeR having to respawn, failing that turnaround, and Sushi is going for the overtake on Xilux. Let's follow this battle.
Yeah, this is actually really close. They're both going the right way. I always go the left way. I don't know why, but Sushi seems to have it, unless
let's
pulls out a magical end, but no. Sushi actually takes second in that round. That's really good. We see Ferry with a 3:12, which I guess is really fast. I don't exactly know.
Not slow.
I mean, Ferry will never be slow, I guess, but...
I think WR is a 09.
Yeah, I mean, we can clearly see that Ferry is just on another level here.
Yeah.
We actually see Xilux, the only one not going for the wide approach in the start, where you take more speed before you hit the engine killer.
Yeah.
And it does not pay off for him. He is in last, but I mean, this start in the end is not too big of a deal.
Nah, it's just like 0.1 that he's behind of the other players, so I don't think it's that big of a deal at this stage of the tournament, at least.
Morpheus says 310.6 is the WR, so then it's actually like within 2 seconds of the WR that he just drove. So Ferry definitely making a statement here in his first round, saying you're gonna have to drive a lot faster than your PBs to even get close to me.
Exactly. Wait, no, it's actually 09. He drove it, I think, 1 or 2 days ago.
Okay, I mean, well, just Ferry things.
Yeah,
Xilux kind of struggling there, but is still ahead of SiiDZeR. So SiiDZeR really not either not liking this map too much, or like not being too confident, or we maybe overestimated him a little bit. But it's definitely gonna be a good battle for a second in this match, it seems.
Exactly, yeah, and obviously, I think the players all have to get used to the nerves as well. Like, very first match of the tournament, you still have to get used to that pressure feeling. I experienced that for the first time last week. And that definitely plays a factor, I think, for I would say every player.
Yeah, I do think if you're more used to it, it will have less of an effect. We see Sushi really monk-assing there, not getting through it very cleanly, and he's gonna stumble here too, and have a very awkward landing.
Yeah.
But Xilux still behind him. So Sushi, for the moment, retains that 3rd place. Although it doesn't really matter if you're 3rd or 4th in this cup game mode. Just 1 point difference. So it's really worth for Sushi to maybe even try to get back to SiiDZeR, even though it's about 3 seconds, so that's gonna be hard.
Look at SiiDZeR though. Look at Ferry and SiiDZeR. Ferry, I think, had to respawn. That allows SiiDZeR to get within 1 second of Ferry.
Yeah, maybe Ferry taking a bit too much risk there. I didn't catch it. Don't know what happened.
Yeah, I wasn't. I didn't have the camera on him either. But yeah.
No, I mean,
making it close.
Yeah, maybe SiiDZeR can actually go for that first place. If Ferry makes another mistake, that would be really nice. 10 points.
Exactly. I think getting a 10-pointer in this match against Ferry will be very hard for all these players.
Yeah.
So getting anything you can get is good.
Yeah, I honestly think that while Ferry has not won yet, the players will just try to take the 6-pointer, I guess. But after Ferry is done with the match and he has taken first, I think it will be really exciting to see who can get those 10 points then.
Yeah, because
see who can get the first places, because they make a lot of difference. We see Ferry getting first, 3:17, so not as fast, but SiiDZeR with a 3:18, which I guess is not a bad time.
Yeah, and honestly, if I just look at these three players, except for Ferry, it's actually, I think, a very close match. I think anyone has the potential to get the second place, and something we haven't talked about actually is how it works. So the top two players of each map, they stay in the winner bracket and they advance, and the two last players, they go to the losers bracket. So they still have a chance to bounce back, and yeah, but you obviously don't want to fight from the losers bracket. So you're playing for the first two positions, basically. Those are the two important positions to get. As we get underway with round 3, Sushi already making a slight mistake there.
Yeah, it's already a few seconds behind, which is not great, but in the end we've not seen any round where battles have been closer than a few seconds.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
It's definitely not something Sushi should worry about too much. He should just continue driving his pace. Is already getting close to Xilux here, but slides out a bit on that stair section.
Yeah, and that's unfortunate. That's a lot of time loss, actually.
It's just before the uphill, so he really doesn't like that.
Yeah. Still, though, we have rest of the 3 players fighting pretty close, actually. Actually, somewhat keeping up with Ferry, only 1.1 second behind from SiiDZeR. So that is a good sign, actually. These players looking not too bad, actually, on this map.
Yeah, I mean, I had some talks with Jan also before while hunting, and he also think this map is one of the easiest of the map pack. I don't know if I agree, but in general, I don't think it's too hard. So it's easier to drive consistent than, for example, Hexagonia or Heap of Despair, I think.
Yeah. I think
so. We could expect closer battles here than on those maps.
Yeah, and I think this map is actually purely, if you look at the qualification times, that this map has the closest times as well in the top.
For sure. It's also not the longest by any means. So
that's also true. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Xilux going like off the block there. He's making it just fine. And Sushi. Okay. Oh, Ferry made a mistake. Ferry finds himself in 3rd position.
Is this the end of the clean sweep already?
Yeah,
Ferry,
I think.
What are you doing?
I think Ferry is gonna risk it all right now. So I'm putting the camera on Ferry to see what he's gonna do about this.
I definitely still think he can get second. Although it is 2 seconds of a difference. If Xilux just...
He made a mistake. He had to respawn.
Xilux made a mistake, so it's only SiiDZeR 4 seconds in front. Can he deal with this pressure?
Exactly, yeah.
He has a chance on 10 points, which is really good, but he's not getting the cleanest lines there, but it's only... I feel like that drift was the hardest part.
Yeah.
But he clips.
The ending though.
He actually clips.
He clips. Oh, he has so little speed in this section, and Ferry, I think he's gonna... He's capitalizing.
I think Ferry is gonna full risk the end. Yep.
He's got it already. He doesn't even have to risk.
SiiDZeR actually respawned?
Yeah, he crashed into the... Like, he didn't have enough speed to go to the second part of the pipe.
Oh,
which means that Ferry takes
unfortunate. And was that the pressure of Ferry being behind him, maybe getting 10 points there?
Honestly,
maybe.
Could very well be it. Because having Ferry in your back, I think it does something.
Yeah, SiiDZeR says it in chat, the pressure. Yeah. I mean, I know that feeling so well, that you feel like you have like no shot at the first place in a match, and then suddenly you see them behind you, and it's like just far enough that you know you should have it, like you can't mess it up, but you also know that if you make one mistake, he is gonna take you, and then it always happens. It always happens.
Yote says in the chat, just keep the HUD off. Well, I agree. It's hard to do that, and sometimes you really need the information if you can save or you can risk in some situations. But that's also why I need the shot caller.
Yeah, I think most people in this tournament will have a shot caller, someone in voice that is also in the server, and they will just tell them, okay, you can take it easy.
Exactly.
They're far behind, or just risk a bit because you're very close, and it doesn't matter if you crash now, so just go for it.
Yeah, so let's take a look.
It's really helpful.
At the second map, Layali Alsama. I need to get used to pronouncing this name, so bear with me. Yeah, the world record by Ferry with a 4:03.9, which he also improved upon his qualification time, which was a 4:05. So yeah, Ferry obviously with the world record, and actually see quite close times. Is there anyone else who's in here? Nope. But yeah, what can you tell us about this map, Astro? Have you played it a lot?
Ooh. Have I played this a lot? That is a good question. I mean, I've not played any map a lot, let's be honest.
True.
I've done enough to qualify, and that was it. So I'm definitely not very confident on as confident on the maps as I was, for example, last year.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really like this map. To me, it feels very smooth. It's kind of yeah, the same style, I guess, somewhat as Dragonfold from last time, made by the same two mappers.
Yeah,
it's also
good point, actually.
really beautiful as it was as their map was last time. Yeah, I don't know, it's just a smooth map, which is fun to drive in my opinion.
Yeah, I would have to agree. This is I think one of my favorite maps actually in the map pool. While it was, when the maps first came out, it was actually, I kind of disliked it, but when I started to hunt it, like actually try to get a no respawn run and stuff and improve my times, I just fell in love with this map, man, because it's so much fun to drive, and it's like the perfect balance between like smooth but also challenging, you know?
Yep. Yeah, I mean, that part with the jump there is actually funny, because I never knew that you could jump to the right. And I was definitely not the only one.
Yeah,
I was just trying to fit through that very tiny gap, which was horrible.
Yeah,
and then I learned that you can just jump to the right.
Yeah, I did that
like,
too.
Wow, good.
I was like, for me, it was like, it was so hard. So
yeah,
it was like hard to believe that you actually had to do that. And so I started looking at it again. It's like, you can just jump to the right.
Yeah. It didn't really fit in the rest of the map. Like, it was too hard for the rest of the map. But I mean, I never doubted it, because I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't know any different, but
exactly. Yeah. But yeah, this map also has a risky end, which I think saves about 2.5 to 3 seconds. But I think we're gonna see the risky finish mostly being used, unless like you can be sure to save it.
I think so too. It is definitely not an easy risky finish. Like, it's a blind jump, kind of a blind drop, so it's hard to aim. I think Ferry will obviously go for it because, well, he's Ferry. But I think maybe other players, once they see that they have this 2.5 seconds advantage, they might just decide to not go for it, take the safe finish, and be sure of their points.
I do have to say that I actually think it's not the hardest risky finish, actually. I think it's quite... Oh.
SiiDZeR.
I saw that. Yeah, I don't think it's actually super hard, but it is, like, you have to be quite accurate, and when you have some nerves going on, I imagine it makes it 10 times harder.
For sure.
Oh, Ferry just has so much speed in this last section, man. Look at him go. He's over jumping that little pillar as well.
Yeah. True, actually. A 4:17. Not the fastest time, of course, but...
Yeah. It's only warm-up. We're gonna get into the real deal within 30 seconds. Let's see Xilux
we see...
practice.
I mean, currently we see like a very even playing field, I guess, except for Ferry, as we expected. And Ferry with 30 points, and then SiiDZeR 15, Sushi 13, Xilux 11. So yeah, anything can still happen there. And I think, unless some player really gets a lot of second places, I think we'll see the decision between those three once Ferry finishes.
Exactly, and let's take a look.
His match.
Ferry already getting such a fast start.
Yeah, and SiiDZeR already yoinking into the trees on the side of the map there.
Oh, sad.
So he's already quite far behind, multiple seconds here.
Already, and while you were saying that, he even tapped the box, which loses him even more, and then he can't make this transition. Oh no, it's falling apart in the early start of this map for him.
Yeah, SiiDZeR struggling. Starting maybe still the pressure. He's apparently really feeling it. Hopefully he can play himself into the match and get rid of that pressure.
Yeah. Oh, and Xilux actually going on the other side of that pillar. I didn't know you could do that. Of the magnet.
I think Titan Var went for that same line actually in the show match.
Ah, yeah.
They both went for that that line.
They have the secret mappers advantage. I mean, luckily no one has found the secret fast finish on my map yet.
Oh yeah. Buzz is saving that for the final that he will obviously be playing.
Exactly. Alright, let's take a look at the standings right now. We have Sushi, quite a bit behind Ferry, and then we have Xilux, which is pretty close to Sushi. And as well as SiiDZeR, I hear his tires squeaking in the back of Xilux, so he's actually catching up quite a bit.
Yeah, and right as you say that, he does get a nose slide. So, but he... Oh wait, I'm watching Xilux suddenly. I'm confused who got the nose slide now, but...
So
anyway, Sushi doing great.
Yeah, Sushi is definitely keeping up. And SiiDZeR is going for the... He's really trying to go for the overtake on Xilux, but Xilux is really not letting go of the gas pedal. But here, let's see if they both go for the wallbang strat, which is definitely the fastest strat there.
Ooh, SiiDZeR getting really close to Xilux here.
Yeah.
They're actually inside each other, so let's see who can execute this jump the best, because I feel like taking a lot of risk here will definitely pay off if he can make it, and SiiDZeR does that. Shows exactly what I mean, and wins about a second with that, maybe even.
That was very clean from SiiDZeR, and I have to say that it's such a hard jump actually, because you have to really control your... Or you don't really have time to really control your car in that position. You just have to full drift into it, and it's actually a very hard jump. Oh, SiiDZeR tapping
that. Going for the respawn there. Yep.
Very smart, yeah. Instant respawn.
Yeah, he knew he was gonna be stuck and would have to back up there before he could drive again. Going really far left there. That was really tight.
Yeah.
A bit too close for comfort, I think.
I think so as well.
But he makes it.
Yeah, I think that's very smart from SiiDZeR, showing that sign that he's very much in the focus. He's knowing, like he's saying, like, okay, I made a mistake, instant respawn, and loses minimal time with that. So very good on him. And we see Xilux actually falling, having fallen back quite a bit. That is, 16 seconds behind Ferry and 10 seconds behind Sushi. So very hard to make anything happen in this round, I think.
Yeah, and SiiDZeR is actually only 4 seconds behind Ferry. So I don't know if Ferry made a mistake, or the other players are really staying quite close to Ferry.
Yeah, I think Ferry, if he makes a mistake in the finish, then things could maybe happen. So let's take a look at Ferry. He's going for it.
At this point, he should just save it. But it's Ferry, so he's not. And, well, he can make it. So apparently that's good. He goes for a 4:13, which is 10 seconds slower than his own world record. So he definitely made a mistake somewhere.
Yeah, SiiDZeR getting that second place. Sushi going for the safe way, obviously.
Yeah, Xilux should also go for the safe way here, and he does. Yeah, there's no point risking. He just needs to get his 3 points in.
I have to say, I don't think Ferry has ever driven the safe way. I think he is very comfortable also taking the risky way.
Yeah, maybe with the respawn, because then you cannot make this the fast way anymore. You cannot respawn the end and still take the fast way.
True, actually. Yeah, so it's the second round, I think, of this map.
Yeah.
And we see quite a balanced start, actually. Let's see. Ooh, while I say that, Sushi crashes into the wall.
Ferry as well though, getting a bit of a gear issue there, and goes too tight in that turn, and touches the stone there. So we actually see Ferry in third, which is something I don't think we've seen this match so far. I am scared that it will not last for very long, as he already takes over first again.
Yeah, just it was just a display of just the sheer raw pace that Ferry has. Like, he can just outpace everyone in just a single checkpoint. Oh, it's insane.
Yeah, I mean, well, he gets that so clean as well. Yeah, it's actually a block that I have not seen being used in competitive maps a lot. Mostly because it's absolute garbage block.
Oh, Ferry tapped the wall. Sorry to cut you off there, but we have Ferry on the stairs hitting the walls. But
True.
No one is overtaking him, so I think...
I mean, it doesn't lose that much to touch there, though, I would say.
That's
like,
true.
It's not the most high-speed section.
Well, you can, like, if you really get it perfect, you can really launch out of that stairs, though. Like, you can really...
Yeah, true, but I don't know. I never feel like I lose a lot with that. Like, shouldn't be more than half a second, I think. Oh, SiiDZeR getting a really awkward bounce out of that, like, roof hit-ish part.
I've noticed when hunting that can happen sometimes, and I just really try to release a little bit to not let that happen. But it's... Oh, Xilux!
Boss with the strats.
Yeah.
Oh, SiiDZeR is also wallbanging there, and I don't know if he can make this wall ride still. He does make it. Had to go really high though, so he's still in second.
He does have the speed.
Yeah, he should be safe, but he definitely got a little bit of a scare there.
Yeah, and Sushi having to respawn. Xilux now in third.
Yeah, and again we see kind of islands forming here where none of the players will have to risk the risky finish here.
Yeah, let's take a look. Oh, SiiDZeR getting a little bit... he didn't get it as good as before, but still getting decent speed.
Xilux going safe. He knows he is 7 seconds behind. He has nothing to gain here. He's just getting those 4 points on the board.
Yeah.
So they're actually all saving, apart from Ferry, who probably never saves.
Yeah, and then we see Sushi actually being so far behind. Probably 2 checkpoints behind right now. 3 even.
Yeah.
But you really want to at least finish, because that's valuable points, you know?
I think Xilux actually kind of came really close. He's only 2 seconds behind now, so SiiDZeR must have made another mistake, because it was 7 and now it's 2 seconds between the two.
Yeah, let's focus on the battle.
Xilux got him in his eyesight. He's definitely gonna try to catch up here. See if he can take those 6 points.
Oh, Xilux making a slight mistake on that drift. Oh, he took that section really nice though, on the stairs. Oh, but he has to respawn. Yeah.
So we are back to all the islands. Meanwhile, we see Ferry just cruising in the lead.
Yeah.
Having no one to really challenge him.
Yeah, let's put the camera on him for now while he goes for the finish. He can, like, basically afford to drive backwards right now, and he would still get first. Yeet. Oh man, he always goes like so risky. What time? Wait. What is WR again? How close is that?
03, right? So it's 5 seconds behind still.
Ah, okay. Never mind.
So it's not... Let's put another poll up. Because why not?
Yeah. Still quite a nice time for rounds, I would say.
Yeah, he's... I mean, he is just cruising. He doesn't have a lot of pressure. Or at least he shouldn't have... Oh, Sushi. Is Sushi gonna finish? He might struggle. He still needs 2 checkpoints. He has only 25 seconds.
He's got it.
Should go for the safe finish here.
Yeah.
Does do so. Xilux hating on the map. It's his own map. No one voting on the poll. I'm disappointed. Viewers, come on. What is this?
Oh, there's the poll. Yeah,
there's a poll going on. Go vote.
Yeah, the clean sweep is still in the possibilities, the realm of possibilities.
Yeah, it's very much in the realm of possibilities. We saw that one quite big respawn of Ferry in the, what was it, second or third round, where SiiDZeR came really close to beating him, but couldn't handle the pressure.
Yeah.
And after that, it's been cruising again for Ferry. We see almost 2 people crashing again. It seems like it's just Xilux this time. The rest are still surviving, but Ferry already again just driving away of his opponents.
Yeah, we see actually so much mistakes at the start of this map. I don't think anyone. We had a round where no one made a mistake actually.
Yeah, maybe.
See though.
I'm not that surprised about it actually, because to me these gears at the start are also a bit confusing sometimes.
Yeah, it's
so I can definitely understand. Yeah. And especially if you have Ferry in front of you, just driving away on some madness pace, it looks to be a mistake quite quickly, even though you're driving decent pace for your sake.
True, actually. Yeah.
It looks like you've made a giant blunder. So yeah, that's the disadvantage of playing against Ferry, I guess. Sushi staying kind of close to Ferry though.
Yeah, 2 seconds.
Only 2 seconds behind, so definitely holding his own. And behind that, it's a carnage from the players. SiiDZeR and Xilux are just 2 checkpoints behind already after like 1 minute 20 seconds into this map. So
yeah,
this is a round they should quickly forget. It is the last round of this map, of course. So after that, we will go to the next map, which is Hexagonia. So that will not be easier for the players. I definitely expect more mistakes there. SiiDZeR again getting that awkward part to that roof hit. So
that's something he needs to work on for the next match. To be honest.
He's definitely consistent in getting it, which is not really what you want, but he is still in front of Xilux with about 4 seconds. Yeah,
Xilux really falling behind. Not really having too much chances in this match so far. Let's actually take a look at the points differential. So we have Ferry obviously still continuing that clean sweep. SiiDZeR 27 points and Sushi 20 points and Xilux 18 points. So actually quite close, I would say. So considering that the second place in this match is pretty much equally as important as the first place. Yeah, I think it's still gonna be a fairly close match here.
Yeah, I'm actually very curious if Sushi is on any kind of PB here. He is still within 4.5 seconds of Ferry, which is definitely not a bad result.
For sure, yeah. It is no easy feat.
If he can keep this up, this could be a decent time.
Yeah,
actually, Ferry seems to have made a mistake there, because I see Ferry just driving in front of Sushi, so it's actually gonna be close here. Only 1.8 seconds.
1.8, yeah. So
it's still unfortunate that it's Ferry that is ahead, so you still don't really give Sushi a lot of chance here. But if Ferry makes another mistake, then Sushi is in prime position to catch up.
Oh, but he had a very wonky landing there on the left jump there, so he loses a lot of time with that. I think he's now down to 3 seconds maybe. Yeah, 3.5. But yeah, still for him it's also important to just hold that position at the very least, because getting more points than the other opponents is also very important right now.
Yeah, he definitely wants that. Wants those 6 points. He's having some awkward jumps. Can we see Ferry making the finish? Of course, he makes the finish with a 4:09. So
Sushi just go for the practice.
Yeah, Sushi was definitely on a good run there.
Yeah, I think he just went to the risky finish too, because he know he could afford it. You know, he is so far ahead.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. There's no point in risking that ending when you're so far ahead of the person behind you. SiiDZeR thinking exactly the same, even wiggling in the end.
Yeah. And Xilux going for that finish as well, in the safe way. The poll has ended, by the way.
The poll has ended, and no, he sucks is the clear winner with 63% of the vote. So, Ferry, where is your choke? You have to choke now. The poll has decided. So
yeah, that's the pressure.
We'll see if it happens on Hexagonia. I feel like Hexagonia will be a map where he doesn't really have any risk of losing a round, considering it's so hard.
True.
It's such a hard map that I don't see any of the other players coming close to Ferry here, and he can just end it in 2 rounds here. And
yeah,
I honestly think he will just end it in 2 rounds.
Yeah, I think Ferry, like, he's so fast on this map, and mistakes will happen so much that even if he fails himself, that he can just take over everyone. And meanwhile, we have another gift bomb in the chat, so let me thank you guys quickly while we're in the warm-up. So, thank you Flo for the 3 gifted, man. Holy shit. I was at 0 subs like 1 hour ago. Thank you guys so much. And yeah, let's take a quick look at the times of this map. So yeah, we have Ferry with a WR of 3:47.6, which is very fast.
You did some sick work on your overlays, man.
Thank you.
That looks really good.
Thanks.
I love it.
It took me a while yesterday, but I'm glad I did it, because I really want to improve the cast from last year, you know. I want to step it up the quality.
It looks sick.
Thank you.
So we see Ferry and Morpio just being clear of all the other players here.
Yeah, especially on this map.
They are fighting against each other, but then the other players are at least 6 seconds behind them.
Yeah, that's crazy actually.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I meant with, like, I don't expect anyone to come close to Ferry here, because Ferry can just have like a very clear respawn and still be in front of the other player's PB. And I think the other players will have even more difficulty surviving this definitely not easy map.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll see. Maybe Ferry does feel the pressure of maybe getting the clean sweep, being the 3rd in the history of the Brawl. Only Morpio and Foot have done it so far.
Oh, really? Damn.
Yeah. Flo just said it in the chat as well. Morpio has done it twice, and Foot has done it once.
Damn. Yeah.
I don't know if... Are you sure that Tourist didn't get the clean sweep once? Flo?
In the first Brawl, maybe.
Yeah. I wouldn't be... Like, it's somewhere in my memory that Tourist also has done one.
By the way,
I think he was the first to do it.
You gotta give a big shout out to Flo, always providing the very interesting stats. And I really love that. Yes, last year as well. In the chat, always providing the really interesting stats from the tournament. So hope to expect some of those this year as well. That would be really, really amazing.
Yeah, I mean, well, he's already been cooking up some statistics for the match, which will be released after the weekend probably. Because then there's data for the next matches, and then you could maybe use those in your stream as well.
Yeah, for sure. I'd love to be able to use those.
Yeah, I will share the link after the weekend.
Lofo is the data legend, the data scientist of the Brawl right now.
Yeah, the Brawl would be nothing without him. But I think, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to leave you before the warm-up is ending to set up the other server for the other match that will happen.
Yeah, that's no worries. I'll continue the cast, and as soon as this finishes, I'll join you. I'll join you again. So.
Sounds good. I don't know. Can we? Is there like in Milky Way a private channel or something I can go in?
I mean, I can just mute myself here and then unmute
oh, sure, do that
when I'm ready, and then you can just stay unmuted if you want.
Yeah, sure. Sounds good.
All right. Good
luck.
luck.
Well, have fun watching this match. Feel free to open up like a multi-Twitch or something.
Exactly.
Although my voice will probably be dead before Buzz returns, so then it's just gonna be a watch party, I guess, if my voice doesn't survive. But we'll see.
All right. See you in a bit.
You.
All right. So what we're gonna do as we have another match starting as well on the 8th, which is in 15 minutes. I'm just gonna solo cast this one, and then once this match finishes, I will join Astro again for the second match. Yo, no man, we already started almost 1 hour ago. Well, we had a small delay. So yeah, let's take a look at the standings. We have Ferry on his way to clean sweep this whole match, and he has actually never done it in the Brawl history, so maybe he's feeling a bit of pressure. But yeah, let's go into the first round of Hexagonia, the first time this map has been played in the Brawl. So yeah, let's take a look. This map is quite known in most of the players that it's a very hard map, and we already see Sushi making a very big respawn there. So let's take a look at Xilux as well. I'm gonna have to switch cameras for those upside down sections. Xilux also finding himself a bit behind as well. But SiiDZeR, oh wait, did he just respawn when I started speccing him? That is sad. He did. So yeah, he was pretty close to Ferry, but now Ferry is really started to already gain a big lead. He's taking these sections very smooth. Neo sliding there as well. And we see Xilux though. He's keeping up, going for the slightly safer approach with the wallbang there. I don't blame him. But yeah, he's actually on his way to get a pretty decent time, considering you know, the seeding he had. He has the very last seeding of the Brawl, so being in second place for him is not too shabby. Now we have this checkpoint coming up, which is, I would say, one of the harder checkpoints, lining yourself up into this ramp. Oh, he barely just gets it, and gets a good flip there as well. That can be a bit of a challenging checkpoint. SiiDZeR also getting it, as well as Sushi. These players, they are very well practiced on this map. Yeah, I think it's very cool to see this map, because I think it's maybe the hardest, even though, like, I don't think it's the hardest map, but a lot of players do think it's the hardest map. So yeah, I think people might ban it because of that, but we're gonna have to see. SiiDZeR finding himself in third place. Xilux is 4 seconds ahead of him approximately. See, this section can be quite weird with the landing backwards here. Xilux making it, as well as SiiDZeR. And let's take a look at Sushi, who is also, you know, still in the game, I would say. It's just one respawn from one of his opponents, and he's catching up. Ferry, though, he's 12 seconds, 18 seconds ahead as of now, so that is a bit of a tall task to go for. Oh, look at Xilux and SiiDZeR, though. They are battling nearly equally right now. Oh, these players going for the slide there. Oh, Xilux getting a no slide, losing a little bit of time, but it's SiiDZeR also not getting it perfect there. And this upcoming section where you have to balance on the orange thingy, I think can be quite tricky with the gears and stuff. So we're gonna have to see on this part. Oh, Xilux barely just getting it. And yeah, let's take a look. Oh no, Xilux just completely misjudging the entry of that that wooden thing there. And SiiDZeR getting pretty much to the last part of the hard section of this map. So Ferry getting a time of 3:52, while SiiDZeR is about to clock in that second position. Xilux, though, is actually getting overtake. Oh no, he's not. False alarm. Sushi is still in last place. Xilux getting that third place. So let's take again and look at the points. Ferry is finalist right now, so he is one round away from actually clean sweeping this match. And SiiDZeR is starting to get a bit of a lead actually over Sushi and Xilux. So they really need to make something happen right now. Second round incoming on Hexagonia. Will Ferry do it? Will he close it out right now? I think Hex is one of the better maps for him to play. As we see him already gaining so much in the very first checkpoint. It's actually less than a second, but... Ooh. Everyone having a bit of trouble with the start, actually, on the last 3 players here. Xilux and SiiDZeR are literally equal right now. Ooh, SiiDZeR going for a bit of a too wide landing there, which puts him down to last place instantly. Oh, he gets a no slide and he barely just saves it. That was a very nice save from him actually. And this sort of quarter jump kind of is something you can lose a lot of time on if you land. Dude. SiiDZeR is just fucking YOLOing that shit. Like, he doesn't care about going for the balance. He just full sends that shit and hopes that it works out. Okay, that's a strat, I guess. I haven't seen that before. Oh, that was cool. We see SiiDZeR and Xilux actually going for the synchronized opposite ways. But Xilux getting a bit slower turnaround there. Oh, but SiiDZeR! He had to respawn. He couldn't make the jump there. The one that I was talking about in the previous round, which was quite tight to aim. And now we see Xilux and Sushi actually getting very close to each other, while SiiDZeR is falling back. So that is a chance for Sushi and Xilux to get a little bit more points on the board versus SiiDZeR. And Ferry, we see him being around 8 or 6 seconds ahead. Now we have Astro casting the second match, so you can have like 2 streams open if you want to catch the first match. It starts in about 5 to 10 minutes. Ooh, Xilux almost making a mistake there, but he managed to save it. And we do have a battle on our hands right now. And I would say SiiDZeR is not completely out of it, because a mistake or a respawn on this map can cost you probably over like 8 seconds maybe, depending on the checkpoint. Oh, Sushi going for like the wallbang there. Actually not losing, actually gaining time, because Xilux didn't have too much speed there as well. So we see Ferry driving right through Xilux there in that section. Always cool to see the reuse parts in the perfect timing. Oh, Xilux, can he make this jump? It's gonna be close. Oh my god, will he make the water bounce? Dude, that was as close as you could have gotten it, I think. Yeah, Xilux going for this part. He seems to be struggling actually with this. And Sushi has started to build a bit of a lead over Xilux, and the chances are slipping away from Xilux. We have this jump, which can be a bit tricky. Sushi seems to be driving it very, very consistent, going for the bit of a more consistent line. Oh, but almost drifted off the edge there, but Xilux is just too far. He's just too far behind, and we see Ferry winning the very first match of the Brawl with a clean sweep nonetheless. That's a big GG. And we see SiiDZeR getting the last place. So now we can focus ourselves on the second position, which is, I would say, equally as important, because it allows you to stay in the winner's bracket. So yeah, it is fairly close, I would say. We have SiiDZeR on 40, Sushi on 35, Xilux on 29. So yeah, it is pretty much anyone's game right now. And I think now really the pressure starts, because now you can actually get the 10 pointers without Ferry taking them away from each round. So yeah, let's take a look. SiiDZeR having the best start right now. Can Xilux make it? Oh, that was so close actually. Very wonky. Sushi is also really equal with him. But yeah, SiiDZeR getting a lead of 1 second, which is, to be honest, it's nothing on a map like this. Especially, you know, in RPG, we see very big or small deficits, but yeah, it's just such a endurance test where anything can happen, and mistakes are pretty much bound to happen on a map like this. Oh, Sushi crashing a little bit, losing some time. That's not too much. But I think he's in last place. Let's take a look at Xilux actually. They're so equal. Look at that. Pretty much forming a train of cars right now. But Xilux crashes into that window, and that puts him down by about 3.5 seconds. Take a look at this section. Oh, he's making mistake after mistake. And yeah, that is a nightmare situation for him, because he needs these points, man. And he's making another mistake. That would, I think that last mistake instantly counts him out of this round. SiiDZeR is also extending his lead quite a bit. I think Sushi might have made it a little bit of a mistake here. Let's take a look at SiiDZeR though, because he is the one to ride this one home right now and get that 10-pointer. Ooh, okay, he just instantly goes for the respawn, losing minimum time. That was smart on him. But that does allow Sushi to gain a little bit of time. We suddenly now see him jump from 6 seconds behind to about 4.5 seconds behind. SiiDZeR driving not too bad of a run, and not too bad of a pace actually, I would say as well. See, he's already gaining a little bit. We're going for a quite delayed new slide there, but it looked pretty fast. Solid lines throughout from him. Let's take a look at Sushi though. Well, also quite a nice line, getting a lot of speed here. And he really needs to make something happen. Oh man, I just managed to catch that, but SiiDZeR bunking into the wall, and Sushi also probably respawning on the exact same spot, and SiiDZeR is back into the first place. I don't know if Sushi even realized what happened, because he didn't see the next CP timer, but yeah, that checkpoint can be very weird with the gears on that balance thing, I think. And it shows that it might even be worth to save that way more than you are used to in match. As we see SiiDZeR getting to the finish with a time of 4:06. Not the best time, but it's important that you get the first place. That's what it's all about in the rounds. Sushi getting second place. Xilux sadly getting last. It's losing on quite a bit of points here. So SiiDZeR just shoots up to 50 points. That is very good for him. So how are you guys enjoying the match so far? Who do you have your bets on? Is it gonna be SiiDZeR, Sushi, or Xilux taking that second place? As we go back to Anoyo Konoyo. So FizzerB rooting for his clanmate, his teammate SiiDZeR, of course. But I think he needs to be careful because Sushi is lurking. Sushi just needs to get one first place, and then he's really back in the game. So yeah, no warm-up. We're getting straight into it, and we see Sushi. Big mistake from him. I just missed that one. But yeah, Xilux and SiiDZeR are battling right now, while SiiDZeR is really gaining a little bit of time here in the start. It's hard to have it's harder to have Ferry as a reference right now. This Ferry was a nice reference of what like the good pace is. But yeah, Xilux making another additional mistake, or his first mistake actually. Losing on quite a bit of time, 6 seconds behind SiiDZeR, but Sushi is so far behind. He must have made another mistake here actually. That is unfortunate. 20 seconds in the first minute. That is a big oof. I think I'm just gonna put the camera on SiiDZeR to see if he is making any mistakes. Because there's no real battles going on here to follow. A bit of a more chill round, I think. SiiDZeR with solid driving, nice lines. He probably knows. Ah yeah, I gotta give a quick shout out to Chaos Hand actually, who is the last minute shot caller for SiiDZeR, because he didn't have anyone to shot call. So good guy Chaos, offering to help. Ah, SiiDZeR getting that section very nice actually, I have to say. Let's take a look. I see Xilux. I think he made another mistake actually. 10 seconds behind. Unfortunate. Alright, let's take a look at the last section. I think the section where you can win or lose the most time. Yeah, he seems to be quite solid. I think he also just knows how much he can save. So he's probably not gonna go crazy in the finish, but ooh, bit of a wonky section, but yeah, doesn't really matter. He just needs to ride this one home. Xilux is yeah, so far behind. So yeah, 10-pointer for SiiDZeR, getting to 60 points, and it's actually very advantageous to be actually on a round number. So he has 60 points, and if he wins another one, he's instant finalist. So that is very good signs from him. Second match is starting. Yo, yeah, I really advise you guys to, if you have some dual monitors, go watch that as well. I will join Astro with his cast after this match. Sushi also finishing, getting some points. Yeah, it really looks like the two North Shore boys are gonna take this one. But I can't call anything too early. Let's get into the second round of this map. And last time we saw Sushi making a very early mistake. Right now, he can't afford to make that mistake. He is driving solid, but losing a little bit of time in the start, but gaining it right back with that jump here. See, these drifts can be quite decisive as well. Sushi getting it quite nice. I think everyone got it quite nice. Yeah, good to see. Ah, SiiDZeR. You can really see that. Oh no! Sushi just flying off that section. That is unfortunate. And that really sucks because Sushi is really the one who has to shape up a comeback here against SiiDZeR. SiiDZeR driving solid. Really want to get as much exit speed in this section. He gets it pretty okay. Can get a lot of more speed, but you can definitely lose a lot more speed as well. So not too shabby from him. Xilux actually losing a bit more time on him. 4 seconds now. And where is Sushi? Man, Sushi, I think he had another respawn actually. 16 seconds behind. Do you think he's starting to feel that pressure actually now that Ferry has left the battle? It could very well be the case. Yeah, SiiDZeR seems to be unfazed by the pressure right now. He's driving so solid. And he probably just knows that he doesn't need to push quite much and that he can just quite safely take these lines. Which is, I imagine, a nice feeling to have actually, knowing that you have quite a decent lead to work with. Oh, he's losing a bit of time there, but doesn't really matter. But what's also the point is, if you really save too much, then you might also get out of your comfort zone as you've been practicing to drive. I imagine that most people, they practice to just drive really fast. They don't really drive to practice safe driving. So you gotta be careful with that as well. He doesn't know how to save. Yeah, exactly. SiiDZeR getting to the last few checkpoints. I think Xilux also has made additional mistakes as we see him fall back quite a bit actually. Might allow Sushi to... Nah, he's too far, he's too far. SiiDZeR about to take that finish. Getting finalist actually. So SiiDZeR has quite a lot of chances to close this one out, and it starts to seem very unlikely that either Sushi and Xilux are gonna have a chance to stay in the winners bracket here. Good regu. Yeah, I would say that's a very good regu. And yo, Rose. What is up? And what's up, Arrow as well. Bobo Mani in the chat. Melio I saw earlier as well. What's up? Nice to see you guys. As well as Skinny. What's up, man? K6. Nice to see you guys. As we go into the potentially last round of this match. We are only going to play for the first and second position. Because those are the two positions that stay in the winners bracket. So yeah, good luck to SiiDZeR and the others to deny him. SiiDZeR already getting a lead, starting to feel quite comfortable in this match. Seems to me that he is, I think this is so far his best map in this match at least. So maybe it's his favorite. Who knows though. Xilux second place and Sushi already with the early mistakes. Very unfortunate to see. He really needs to get it together. Because there will be chances, but... yeah, not when you make mistakes like that, sadly. And, oh, this is so rough. Wait, SiiDZeR, hello. SiiDZeR made a mistake. Okay, interesting. So that changes the whole dynamic of this map, actually. So Xilux, he can't deny this victory from... oh, man. He is gonna have a lot of pressure because he is in first place, but there's 5 seconds in between SiiDZeR and him right now, and it's already shrinking to 4.6. And this is the last chance for him to deny this victory from SiiDZeR, or else the match will be over. Let's see, Sushi, man, maybe it's my fault because I spectate him. He makes mistakes. But yeah, Xilux right now is probably starting to have a faster heartbeat right now. But it's so good. So far, so good. 3.8 seconds in between him and SiiDZeR right now. I don't know if he can really save it too much, because SiiDZeR has quite decent pace on this map. But yeah, let's take a look. Entering the third part of this map. Getting a nice low jump on the turnaround. Not the fastest turnaround there. Let's compare it to SiiDZeR, who does a very sick slide there and gains a little bit more time with that. Dropping down to 3.3 seconds deficit. Let's see. Xilux, can he ride this one home? Oh, very tight actually with that jump. Oh, and yeah, we see SiiDZeR gaining a little bit more. This section is going to be very decisive. Let's take a look at SiiDZeR. Oh, gaining even more time. I think the ending is going to decide it. The very last turn of this map can gain you or lose you a lot of time. And Xilux, let's take a look at him, how he takes it. Let's pay attention to the speed he gets. He drives it very safe. But I think that's actually a smart decision, as we see Sushi smashing into the platform there. So very nice job from Xilux, denying the victory at least once from SiiDZeR. Sushi getting that third place. Let's take a look. So we have... Oh, Xilux actually shooting up to the third place right now. In points. I don't want to do math. I will just change. Or I'll just wait till it changes. Yes. 55 points from Xilux. And Sushi has 53 points. While SiiDZeR continues to be on finalist. So yeah, that's at least 2 chances to close it out for free. But this is a map that is very familiar with Xilux, because he is one of the builders of this map. So who knows what can happen. And welcome guys, welcome Mitri as well as Yebo and Titan War as well. What's up guys, how are you guys doing? And we're gonna go straight into it. No warm-up, no nothing. Yeah, continue to keep that focus. Yeah, Xilux actually getting a, what did he get, a 20 or 22 on the previous round, which is a pretty decent regu time, I would say, for sure. Xilux already fighting a bit from behind, but actually, this might be the first round without mistakes. Wait, never mind. There's a mistake. Never mind. But yeah, it seems that people are struggling with the start of this map actually. See a mistake every single round so far in Layali. But yeah, it's not too much, just 1.7 seconds. I'm sure that even with raw pace he can catch up. But yeah, maybe he is starting to feel that pressure though. Who knows? And I think this map is a lot better for Sushi as well. He really didn't look solid on the previous map, but I think this map, Layali, is maybe, or that's what I've seen. I've seen that people have been mostly practicing this map actually after the qualification. So it could be that this map is the most practiced one, but no idea. Oh, SiiDZeR, he's catching up so much. Oh, and he's not making the mistake that he did before, getting a fast wall hit there. or roof hit, I would say. Sushi getting a slightly better line, allowing him to catch up at least a little bit. And it's really do or die. Really gotta go, just hold your focus, not make mistakes. And Sushi getting a way faster section there, as we see him shoot up to first place here. SiiDZeR though is also lurking in the back as he goes for the overtake as well. What a sick battle we have here. We're being blessed by an insane battle here. SiiDZeR taking the first place, but it's only... It's actually nothing. See SiiDZeR though, this section we saw him do it very fast, but look at Sushi! He's shooting up, and with that he just instantly gained almost a second there, like 0.8. But SiiDZeR has gained 0.3 again after that next checkpoint. Let's take a look of the lines of these players. We see Sushi going not on the stairs at all, while SiiDZeR goes a bit on the stairs, and it looks like SiiDZeR's line was a bit faster than Sushi's line, even though I've seen Ferry take Sushi's line. So I'm not sure. Oh man. Sushi just smashes into that pillar, has to respawn, and that gives such a huge lead to SiiDZeR. And that might be very well the match here, being decided with that wall hit from Sushi. Because SiiDZeR can play it very safe now. 5 seconds in between the two players. Yeah, that is almost all she wrote. But yeah, let's stay in the match. Anything can happen, especially in RPG. As we see SiiDZeR driving scarily close to the wall there. He already feels like he probably has it in the bag right now, and Sushi has made an additional mistake, and that definitely is a GG. SiiDZeR takes this match and moves into the winner's bracket. Let's see if he's taking the risky finish. No, not even. But yeah, that is the first match. Ferry and SiiDZeR both moving into the winner's bracket, round 2. While Xilux and Sushi, honestly, they did put up a good fight. I have to say, they really did put up a good fight, getting pretty close to that finalist position as well. Sadly, they will move to the losers bracket, where they will have another chance to fight. So yeah, good match. GG, Xilux. Smashing into the wall there. That was a very fun match here. So yeah, GG to all the players. And I will quickly take a look at the next match being casted by Astro.